IFAM amigos, and welcome back to a very grey and cold Manchester. A nice cool 5 degrees a nice cool 5 degrees today. We've just got back. It is currently, let me check the time so I can get my story right, because I've got a bit of a story to tell you all today. Okay, so it's currently 12:43 p.m. in the afternoon. We were meant to land here this morning at around 8 a.m. or around 8 a.m. this morning. So yesterday when we got to JFK in New York, it was snowing really heavily, and that delayed us departing out of JFK by around 3 hours. We boarded the plane at about 8:50 p.m. New York time. I think we departed around midnight. It took a very long time to de-ice the plane, then there was other delays because of the snow, and it took ages to get going. So we've kind of ended up in Manchester super late. And then when we arrived in Manchester, our bags took 2 hours to be taken from the plane to the baggage carousel. So all of our flight was basically sat for 2 hours in the baggage reclaim area. And it wasn't fun. And everyone was getting very frustrated and angry with each other, and it just wasn't fun. It wasn't good. It wasn't the best way to end a already delayed trip. So, you know, that's the story so far. So that's brought us to 12:43 p.m. on Sunday. But it's all good. We're fine. We're out. We've got our bags. We're all done. We're back at our car. We're all loaded up and ready to go home. And now I'm very excited to go and see my little Prinny. I'm really sad that our New York adventure's over with. I was editing all the footage on the way home on the plane. It's almost done already, but it was making me feel super nostalgic. But now that I'm back here and I'm in Manchester, I am really excited to go see Prinny. So everyone's loaded up in the car. We're gonna get on our way, get home, drop our bags and organise. I think Mum and Dad are gonna come over to us later with Prinny. Not too sure of the definite plans yet, but something along them lines anyway. But for right now, we need to get on the road and get ourselves back home, and we'll see you there.
Home after what felt like the longest journey ever. Seriously, it was so long. We just opened some blinds and get some light in here. We have literally just this moment walked through the door. Whoa, nearly slipped on Prinny's bed. Pop up our blinds. Ugh. There we go. You'll have to excuse my dishevelled look right now. Obviously, we've not been to bed last night. We had a late night flight home, and we flew with Thomas Cook. As lots of you know, the flight was delayed by 2 or 3 hours. I can't actually remember now. I think it might have been 2 hours. We were sat on the runway and a few people were complaining, and I just want to put in my 2 penneth, and that is, if the plane wasn't delayed, we would not have been getting home safely. The plane was only delayed because of snow, and obviously airlines can't control the weather. And I thought Thomas Cook handled it really well. I know I've had a bit of feedback from other people who disagree, but they did an announcement whilst we were on the runway explaining why we were late. The plane needed de-icing due to the snow. And the plane was also very hot, but they explained that they couldn't put on the air conditioning because the de-icing fluid would come through the air conditioning units, making it unsafe for us all to breathe in. But they did go around with big jugs of ice cold water to give us all, and I thought it was a great flight. I was a bit nervous because we always fly with Virgin when we go on long haul, but I thought Thomas Cook was great and I'd definitely fly with them again. The entertainment was fine. We had loads of leg room. You saw on the flight just before we departed, Esme could even stretch her legs right out. And it was a really nice flight. The cabin crew were all lovely and friendly. So I think Thomas Cook did a great job. Unfortunately, because our flight was delayed when we landed back in Manchester, the wait for our bags on the carousel took over an hour, which was not fun. We had the same happen to us when we went to Fuerteventura in August. All in all, a nice flight home, but we were very delayed. It's about 3 p.m. now, and we were hoping to be back in the UK for around 10, or back home for around 10, and it's now 3. We did get stuck in traffic also on the motorway. Anyway, we just went to Asda, bought in a few bits of essentials, a few bits of shopping, nothing big, just some fruit, yogurts. I'm just looking at it, it's on the side of me. butter, juice and bits like that. So I'm about to put it all away.
So the one thing that I am very much looking forward to, probably the most about coming home other than seeing Prinny, is having a nice cup of good old Tetley's tea, which is exactly what I'm going to do right now. We've literally just walked in the door pretty much. Everyone's just put their pyjamas on and we're just chilling. And before I even think about going and getting a shower and making myself feel human again, I've got to have a nice good cup of tea.
A bed hair don't care kind of afternoon or kind of evening. The girls are all clearly tired, arguing over lol dolls. Have we sorted it out? She's got my cutie face or whatever they're called.
No, I can't.
You've got my socks. You've got my doll's shoe. Anyway, Esme's just upstairs. Isabelle is she's unpacking her bag. You look like you've just been dragged through a tree, but I don't blame you, sweetheart. We all look the same. Oh, she got those for...
Whoa!
I won't say. Isla's just here, making a nice big mess of her big sister's. Oh my goodness, Isla, what on earth are you cutting up?
I am putting
No, she's
all
putting-
the sand out of these shoes for Isabelle.
Like I do.
Oh, so you're doing actually something really kind for your sister there?
Yeah. She's not
girl.
purposely making a mess.
No, okay. I'll leave you to it.
I am just about to get into the shower. Before I do, I just want to say I am so glad to be home. I really do miss New York. It was absolutely incredible, but I'm actually quite glad to be home, you know, going to see Prinny, and oh my gosh, my hair is very not looking very nice, looking very kinky right now. So yeah, I'm about to get into the shower, wash my hair and get ready for bed. So I've just got out of the shower and I'm about to go and dry my hair. Also guys, there's this really weird, if I just turn the camera around, this really weird pattern that always, I might have shown you this before actually, I think I have. So this really weird pattern always comes on my mirror and I'm like, what is it like? It's pretty weird though. So I'm just about to brush my hair and sort it out because this is not, you know, the nicest look ever. So let's fix it up.
There are no limits to how good a shower can make you feel when you've had zero sleep. How much of a fresh new human being you can feel just from having a quick shower and a change of clothes. Anyways guys, you are gonna have to put up with me looking like a disheveled person today until I go to bed, because it's just one of them days today. I've not been to bed yet, so I'm struggling to keep my eyes open right now, and it's only 5 o'clock. Anyway, because it took us so long to get from the airport to the house, it took us around 2 hours extra time just to get home because the traffic was so bad. Half of the motorway was closed off and it was nuts. It wasn't fun at all. So added to that, unfortunately my mum and dad have commitments tonight, so we weren't able to go and collect Prinny today from them, but we will be going to collect her first thing tomorrow, so we do have to miss her for one more night.
But babe, you can look on the bright side. I made you dinner.
Oh, thanks babe.
A crisp butty.
Perfect. Just what the doctor ordered. The doctor ordered a crisp sandwich. You can't beat a bit of a crisp sandwich. So the girls are watching Matilda. Everyone is super sleepy and zoned out today. Obviously, understandably, we were so delayed. None of us have been to bed yet at all. I think the girls might have managed an hour on the plane, literally an hour, because it was a really quick service. Coming home from New York, it's not like Florida. It's only, I think the flight time was 5 hours and 45 minutes because of the tailwind that you get coming home. It was really long going out there, like 8 hours, but then it's super quick coming back. And so none of us had chance to sleep because the service to do on board is one that's really super quick. So yeah, there was no chance to sleep at all. So we haven't been to bed. None of them were asleep in the car. So everyone's kind of like very tired, kind of very, just want to zone out and watch a movie. So that's what's happening tonight. It's going to be one of them days today, I'm afraid. Probably going to be a really boring, rubbish video for you guys to watch today. But I'm sure you guys will understand, just for once.
So me and Chris have just been sat catching up on Zoe and Alfie's vlogs from Amsterdam. And Isla said, can I watch with you? And then literally 2 minutes later, the jet lag caught up. To be fair, it is just coming up to 7:15. So I think she did quite good to get this late, considering she didn't sleep at all since Friday night. Anyway, it's definitely time to get her to bed. So that's the girls all tucked up in bed. I'm going to go and get a wash, brush my teeth, and I don't even think I'm going to watch any Netflix tonight. I'm literally exhausted. As you guys probably saw on my Twitter or Instagram story. It's around 8:30 and I actually started reading a book whilst I was on holiday. I can't remember the actual name of it, but it's a Simon Koenig book, and his books just grab me in so much. Every single one of his books grabs me in so quickly, and they're those books that once you start reading you just cannot put down. My favourite, or one of my favourite books of his, is called Relentless. I think that's the first one I read, and oh my goodness, I loved it so much. And on the way out to the airport, on the way out to New York, sorry, at the airport, I saw that he had one out that I hadn't read, so I picked it up and I'm loving it. I almost finished it on the way home, but decided to close my eyes instead. I've got about 4 chapters left to read, so I think I might read that tonight and then fall asleep. As you can probably tell right now, I'm already half asleep. I'm so sorry, I feel like today's vlog's going to be super kind of like that. Boring, not really much. And when we are talking, we're boring. And I hope you guys understand. I know most of you will. And hopefully we'll be back to, well, no, not hopefully. We definitely will be back tomorrow with a more upbeat, lively, Ingham Family style jazzness. Thank you all so much for watching. I can't believe the holidays are over already. I love holidays, I love half term, but I worked out that it's only about 7 weeks until the next half term, which isn't that long. So we got some planning to do. Who knows what we will be doing or where we will be going. But as I said, for my New Year's resolution this year, I am making the absolute most of all school holidays. So I'll have to start doing some planning. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you all again tomorrow at 6 p.m. Good night.